Hello, I'm Jomika, and welcome to today's tutorial. As you probably guessed, it is all about sheep and wool. Right here we have, what is that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cells of sheep that are being harvested for their wool. This has been going just for a little bit here, and we're getting like 20 to 30 in each chest. Each cell is holding a different amount of sheep. These both have 2. I was testing the redstone on this to see if there'd be a difference here, which there doesn't appear to be really. There's 23 in there, 21 in there. So yeah, this one uses less redstone and is a little bit better than that one, just based on, it was like 20 minutes of time, maybe 10 minutes. And then these are all tests for the amount of sheep in each cell to see if that made a difference. And it really doesn't seem to make a difference. Actually, the lower the number of sheep in there, the more wool we seem to be getting. I would have thought more sheep would have been faster, but it seems like it really isn't the case. Less sheep seems to be faster. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to build this. And then after, we can just show you how to expand it. It's super easy, very simple to build, and cheap on redstone. Really all you need is a dispenser. Is that a dispenser? Yeah. Dispenser, observer, and then a redstone torch and a piece of redstone. And of course your sand and building blocks. So let's go ahead and start to build one of these cells, and then I'll show you how to expand it, and then we can do the little bit bigger version, which is faster. There are 9 sheep in here, so you would think it'd be maybe 9 times as fast, but it's not. It's actually better to have them separate in their each own cell, but if you don't want to worry about having them in their own cells, it can be a pain in the butt to get them in there. You can go ahead and go with this. But let's go ahead and build a little 1x1 cell now, and I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so we are not going to build this exact thing. I did it a little bit different on my Broke Rock series. If you want to check that out, I will leave a description, or I'll leave a link in the description. It'll be a little bit different. The lighting I ended up using was, what is it called? The sea lanterns? Yeah. I use sea lanterns back here on this block because they can actually pass redstone through to the dispenser, whereas the glowstone blocks cannot. So to start, we're going to go ahead and dig out a little area here. This is going to be our collection chest, and actually why don't we do it up top so we can kind of see everything that's going on. We're going to need this. We'll do 2 of these. So you have 2 hoppers going into the chest. And then on top of that, we're going to need one of these. We don't have any rails in there. So we are going to need some sort of rail to get the hopper minecart down on the ground. So we can go ahead and crouch click that and then place the hopper. And we can come back here, and you can leave the rail. I always like to get rid of it. Doesn't really matter. But on the sides here, we're going to be adding grass all the way around, and you want to make sure it's grass so we can help the grass above here grow. So when this turns to dirt, you want to have as many grass pieces around it as possible so it will grow to grass again. So if we take that out, change it to dirt, these blocks down here will eventually make this piece of dirt grow into grass where the sheep can eat it again, and it'll be sheared again after that. So we also want to do the same thing up here. This is going to act as more growing spaces for grass, and also kind of a pin to keep the sheep in place so they don't escape. So this will kind of sit here, and the dirt will stay dirt until it grows into grass, obviously. But what we really want is to keep that as fast as possible and make it turn into grass so the sheep can eat it. On the back here, actually it doesn't really matter, but on one of the sides we are going to lose a grass piece, but we do need the observer here so it can detect when the dirt turns to grass and when the sheep actually eats the grass off, and we can shear them. So we can go ahead and put any block here, really. The glowstone won't work. It has to pass redstone through it, but as long as it can do that, it can be any block. We'll place a redstone torch on top of that, another block, and then we're going to need some regular redstone. So we can grab that. And then this is the part where it is a little bit different than what I did before, and that is going to be the sea lanterns. And what I mean by before is what I did on this side. But over here, if we do sea lantern, actually that's wrong. It needs to be up one more. So it'll be on the same level as the redstone. We can get rid of that, and then we just want glass all the way around. And the glass is here to keep the sheep in, and also with glass on top, none of the grass will go away. If you had like a solid block, let's say we use this wood here, eventually this grass will go away, and yeah, you won't be able to do that. You could probably use fence posts or anything like that, but I just use glass just because it's easy, you can see through, looks nice. But yeah, it really doesn't matter what you use as long as you keep the sheep in and don't destroy the grass in the process. And actually, at this point, we are completely done. The only thing we need is sheep and shears. If we go ahead and put the shears in here, and then we can go ahead and put some sheep in, we are basically done. There's nothing else we need to do here. On my Broke Rock series, what I did is I put 2 sheep of each color in each module. So I had 2 white sheep here. Next to it, I probably had 2 black sheep, and then blue sheep, all the way around until I had all 16 colors. And I just did that, so if I ever wanted to breed some sheep of a particular color, I can do that and just breed them out. I don't think it really makes a difference in how many sheep you put in. It seems like the lower the number of sheep, the better. This one is going to lose efficiency because we got rid of this grass here. We can put that back. It'll go back to being efficient again. 28 there, 32 there, and then it starts to decrease at 5, I think it was. So yeah, down to 20, 22, 25, 26. I think if we left that going long enough, they'll all kind of average out to be the same. Really, the thing that's holding us back is the dirt converting to grass. So yeah, we could probably just leave 1 sheep in there and it'll work. And this guy looks like he's already working. So if we come down here, we already have 2 white wool. So yeah, that is basically it. The hard part with this farm is getting the sheep into the pens. So what I ended up doing on my survival series on Broke Rock is I broke out this glass here and then built this up, and then I got the sheep to go in this way and pushed them in, and then once they're in, blocked them in with grass. That seemed to be kind of the best way to do it. And then from here I would just put in the observer or dispenser way up here, and then power it with redstone that way. Sorry, not power with redstone. Put a piston above it, and then power the piston with redstone, so it would get pushed down. So if we go here, do the lever, go ahead and put this one up top, just like that. We can go ahead and push that down, and then we can do that one more time to get it into place. And there we go. That one is done, and then we just need the sea lanterns again. And then this one is good to go. So yeah, use as many sheep as you want, or as few as you want. As long as you have 1 in there, it'll start working. If you don't have any, obviously it's not going to get any wool. And you can use any color sheep you want. You could even have multiple colors in there, but it's only going to choose one color at random as long as it's full. It won't do them all at the same time. So if you want to expand that out into like a bigger thing, we could do something like this. And I think what did I do in the middle here actually? Okay, I just had a piece of grass. And then we want rail. And we can use powered rails for some of this. Actually, we're going to have to. But we can do 4 of those. We'll do a regular rail in the middle here, or on the corners. Right here. And actually, yeah, this one has to be like this. This is going to be our like seed grass, so that'll seed the grass above. I don't know if that makes sense what I'm saying, but this grass here is going to feed the grass on top. This is where the sheep are going to be standing. And right here, I think what we did, actually we put a piece of grass on top there, but if we do a piece of glass, that'll work just the same. It might actually work a little bit better because I think grass grows better on the same level than if it's above or below. So really the reason for this is so we can collect down and have a circular track below, and no sheep will go in the middle here. And then also above, the dispensers will kind of block each other and all that. And refilling, you wouldn't be able to refill the center dispenser unless you broke that. This kind of leaves you the option of putting hoppers on the sides here and filling those with all the shears you need. So if we come here now, we can go ahead and put this all the way around. And then from here, we can put all the dispensers in. Just crouch and place. And we'll break out the side here. Go like that. So that's all ready. We're just going to need a little bit of redstone here. And that'll just make sure we power all of the dispensers. And then we want an observer in the middle. This is a little bit different of a design. It doesn't work as good as that one, but this will just kind of fire off throughout the day. It won't do anything at night, but that's all right. It's still going to get you plenty of wool. It's pretty cheap. You don't have to worry about too many observers or anything like that. Really, the expensive thing is the dispensers, and that's not even that bad. And then you need some quartz for the daylight sensor. And then, yeah, we're all done, except for a little bit of collection. And yeah, really that is going to be it for this farm. So right here, we're going to have to break some stuff out. And we can go ahead and put these in. Just make sure those are all powered. There we go. And then this one, we're going to break. We'll probably break that one too. Go ahead and bring this one out. We're going to need a hopper going into a chest. We'll just bring the chest out to here. We'll do 2 of those. Doesn't really matter, but we'll go ahead and do it anyways. And actually, we want to do that the other way around. So we'll go ahead and break that and go like that. So what's going to happen is the minecart's going to shoot out this way, go all the way around, and then shoot back onto this rail, and then it'll do it all over again. So if we power that, that's good to go. We need to pick up a hopper minecart. So we can come over here, and then we just place that, and this one is done. Go ahead and go there. And yeah, that'll pick up any sheep that end up being sheared in here. So this will hold 9. And yeah, that is basically it. There's nothing more to this one. I prefer using the other one. I've used both. I just like this one a little bit better, just because it's a lot neater. You can kind of set them up in 2 lines or 2 rows, get them looking nice, and yeah. But if you're just going for speed, go with this one. It's a bunch of sheep that can be held. You don't really have to worry about getting them all into their own separate pins. You can just throw them all in there and then kind of block them in that way. So yeah, I guess that's going to do it for this episode. Be sure to check out the episode where I build my little sheep farm on Broke Rock. The link is in the description and probably on the end screen. And if you liked today's tutorial, be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed already and you're new to the channel, be sure to do that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.